Hello. It is Thursday, April 6, 2017. My name is Doris, and this is the Knit and Purl Podcast, episode 122. Title, Whip Evaluation. And we'll get there. You can find the show notes for this podcast on knitandpurl.net. The Purl is P-E-A-R-L. In social media, I am One Fine Cow. On Ravelry and Twitter, I am One Fine Design. Yes. On Facebook and Etsy, and I am Doris M. Smith. All lowercase and smooshed together on Instagram. This podcast has a Ravelry group, which is the Knit and Purl Podcast group. There is links in the show notes to that group you can click and go to. Also links down below to the show notes and to the Ravelry group and to my Etsy store. So the social media links are also linked in the show notes, so you can go click and find me easily. So I also do a Ravelry group birthday shout out, and this time I'm going from April 1st to April 15th. And we have one birthday, and that is Fluffy Bunny Knits, who is Karen, and her birthday was on the 1st. Happy birthday. I hope that you had a wonderful birthday, that you didn't get a whole bunch of crazy April Fool's things, and that you got to spend time with friends and family, and that you got all the good gifts you wanted, and that you ate birthday cake. Okay, so the next thing on the little list here is the knit along that we are doing from April 1st to May 15th. It is a market bag along. You can knit or crochet market bags. Started on April 1st, finished on May 15th. You can have as many entries as items completed. You must be a member of the group to qualify for prizes. Chatter welcome and encouraged, and the prize is a $6 giftable pattern from Ravelry. So get those market bags going, and look forward to seeing your all's market bags and entries. So that brings us to Story of the Week and Stash Enhancement. So I do have some stash. It's nothing big, but I had a baby blanket that needed to be started, so I went to Walmart and got Red Heart Super Saver. The colorway is Lovey. It's cute. Cute babyish, so you'll see I've bought 3 of these, and you'll see in the whips the started baby blanket. So this week I've been thinking a lot about some languishing whips. So I thought we'd just talk about it right now. So I'm just going to show you some whips that have been on the needles and not touched for a long time, and tell you what my plan is. I have one sock. This was supposed to be Melissa's Christmas present. Then I was going to finish it and give it to her for her birthday. And now it's April. Her birthday's passed and Christmas has passed, and I haven't touched it. And it was crazy because I really enjoyed knitting this sock. So I guess I will get it back on, get the second one on and get it finished. And it's a Rose City roller. The yarn is Patton's Croy in the, what is it called? Blue Stripe Rags. I love this yarn. That's another thing. I really love this yarn. I'm using my double point Carbons. I was like, what is the name of these needles? The Carbons. Maybe that's why I'm not done anything else with it, because I really, I'm not a huge fan of double points. So I will finish this one. I will finish it. Maybe it'll be a Christmas next year. So the next one is this one in my little Thank God for Bags pouch. It's a little project. I put it in there to start with. I started a sock yarn blanket, mitered square. I haven't touched it, but but this will continue as well. It'll obviously be a long term project, but I haven't touched it in a long time, so I gotta get my scraps organized and do some work on this. So this is staying around. It's obviously a long-term project. This one, and another Thank God for Bags, is this sock. I did this sock toe up, I believe. I wasn't happy with it. Believe I did it toe. I don't know. Yeah, I did do it toe up. It was my second toe up sock because I did the Jenny's. I like it. I like the yarn. I do like the yarn and the way the heel turned out. I think it's too big for me though. And I did it toe up. So, look how long that is. My foot is not that long. I don't know. Frog Pond. I want to use this yarn for something I like. And I just like, oh my God, this needle. I love this. I bought this needle and I haven't used it. It's beautiful. Beautiful needle. It's a US 1 2.5 Knit Picks. Isn't it beautiful? It's beautiful. I have to do something with this. But anyway, this is a project for frogging because I want to use the yarn, but I just really don't want to knit this sock. I'm discovering I'm not a sock knitter. So this is a frogger. And then this is the Thank God for Bags show. It's this beautiful thing I got. Thank God for Bags. Is this mitten. This is one of those, and I was trying to use sock yarn mitten. I started this while we were in Florida. I don't know. It doesn't look like it's going to fit me. Okay, I don't know. This is the world's simplest mitten pattern. I want to say I'm going to frog it, maybe start it over because it doesn't look like it's big enough. But I don't know yet. I really don't know. I thought I was going to have my solutions by going through these and talking about them. I'm not sure about this one. And finally, this one hasn't been touched in a really long time. I started this as a wrap, the mitered wrap pattern by Schumeling or Maya. And I only did 3 squares because I couldn't figure out what color I wanted to put in next. I wanted it to be, pretty and stay pink and black and and I was having trouble finding the next color, so that's why nothing's been on it. So I've already decided what I'm going to do with this is I'm just going to make it into a blanket. Just a blanket, a mitered square out of acrylics and leftovers. That's what this is going to be. And it'll also be a long-term project, but yep, I'm going to start knitting on this and not caring what color, just, trying to make it pretty, but it won't be a big deal. It'll be a nice blanket. There we go. That is all the languishing whips. So yeah, sometimes we just have to okay, take inventory of those whips that we haven't touched in a long time. One's frogging, one's possibly being frogged. The other 2 or 3 will be continued at some time or another. So anyway, let's move on to the health pearl. Oh Lord, I didn't get prepared really. Sorry about that. Hopefully that wasn't too noisy. The health pearl this week is about apple cider vinegar. Not that one. Okay, why am I having trouble finding it? Here it is. Sorry about that. The title is Research-Backed, Science-Proven, Evidence-Based Apple Cider Vinegar Benefits. So I'm going to read the title and I'm going to show you. The page. So research worldwide supports and commends what Hippocrates found and treated their patients with in 400 BC. He discovered that natural undistilled apple cider vinegar is a powerful cleanser and healing elixir, a naturally occurring antibiotic and antiseptic that fights germs and bacteria for a healthier, stronger, longer life. So then it gives some different things that it can treat. It can treat arthritis, asthma, blood loss, colitis, coughs, diarrhea, dizziness, ear drainage, eczema, and it gives what to do and how to use it to do that. Eyes, if they're tired and sore, fatigue, food poisoning, hair loss, hay fever, headaches, hearing, heartburn, hemorrhoids, hiccups, high blood pressure, insomnia. See, I when I was reading this last night, I was Yeah, I need to try this. You use 2 teaspoons of apple cider vinegar and 2 of honey in a glass of water, taking before retiring will help you rest better. I'm going to have to try that. Kidney and bladder, for your kidneys and bladders, for menstruation, mucus discharge, nail problems, nervousness, blood, nosebleeds, stuffy noses, obesity to help assist in losing weight, shingles, sore throat, for your teeth, varicose veins, weight loss, external applications for the bath, itchy scalp. So there's like a ton of information on what you can use apple cider vinegar for. And I use apple cider vinegar. I take it every morning with cinnamon and honey and lemon juice as a boosting, hydrating day. And it also, the cinnamon helps keep your blood sugar at a good level, even, no spikes. And it just makes me feel better. I have less joint pain. It's just awesome. So I use it. And if you're interested in some of the benefits of this natural, unfiltered, unprocessed apple cider vinegar, there's a link in the show notes. You can go click on that and read the whole article yourself. So now we are at Foes, and I have 2. Let's start with the big one. I finished my modified Cozy Schlanket, which is a paid pattern on Ravelry. The Cozy Schlanket is a paid pattern on Ravelry by Maya Phillips. The yarn I used is a Caron cake in blueberry cheesecake color. I used my ChiaoGoo's US 9 5.5 millimeter 47-inch circulars, and I modified the pattern by leaving out the transitions because I wasn't going to change. I just was going to knit it through. So I just took out the transitions and just knit the pattern otherwise, and added pattern repeats. And here it is. It's beautiful. I love it. And I also went up a needle size so that it's a little more drapey with this material. And it's done. It's been soaked and blocked, and I really, really love it. I think it turned out fabulous, and I hope that the recipient will also love it. There it is. It's awesome. Let me put it on. Isn't that just lovely? It's just lovely. If I may say so myself. And I also, it's like, let me try to use up some of this yarn. I started and finished a thank you hat, which is a free pattern on Ravelry by Pearl Soho. I like the decreases. It's very simple. I think you cast on 80. Do a 3x2. What is it? A 5x2 rib, and then continue, and then you do the decreases and just put a little tassel on. It's cute. Again, this is the blueberry cheesecake, and the needles I used were my ChiaoGoo's US 8s, which is a 5 millimeter 40-inch circular. I did it magic loop. That is all the finished objects. So now, whips. I have 3. I do have 3. Because another languishing whip was the market bag that I started last year when we were doing a market bag. And my fat squirrel bag. is a market bag that I just crocheting as I go, making it up as I go along. Yeah. When I picked it up, I marked it. I've done this much this week. I'm getting ready to do a couple more rounds of just like a half double crochet and then go back to single and then make the handle and then be finished. It's so pretty. I've talked about it before. It started down here. I don't know, I cast on some stitches. I went round and round. I started increasing here to make it be flat. Then when I was done with that part, I crocheted in the back loop only to get that little rip. And then I did a couple rows of half double crochet, and then I did this kind of lattice pattern, which is just double crochet one, chain one, skip one, double crochet, there we go. Then the hook is an H, which is an 5mm, and it's a boy. And the yarn is some Barnett Handicrafter cotton, and there's some Handicrafter cotton, and the color is Potpourri Ombre. So that is that. A languishing that is active again. Hopefully this thing will be finished this year for the market bag along. Such a prime time to get it back out, right? The red thing. So I finished knitting the body of it. So it's going to be a pouch with a lap over. But, I mean, I finished knitting. And that's all I did. I did start knitting an I-cord that will possibly be a little handle, or I might just stop and not do that and make this into a pouch and line it. Put a pretty button on it and put it in my shop. There you go. That is that. And this no pattern is just like, again, knit as you go. And it's made out of unidentified fiber, which I don't know what it is. I got it in Surprise Stash with no tag with it, and it was felting on itself, and so I hurried and put it in a ball. I spun a little bit of it, and I'm like, this has got to come out of Stash, so I started knitting that. Finally, the baby blanket, which I am also knitting on the fly. It's actually, I'm using the recipe, Grandma's favorite dishcloth, to knit this. And I'm at the point where I'm going back down again. I'm going back down on the increase. I'm decreasing again. And it's just, I'm doing some garter and stockinette sections just to break up. So I like it. This is going to be for a boy, and I don't think that salmon is going to, it's a baby. It's going to be a baby. So tell me what you think. still on the first ball, but I'm headed down in doing the decreases now. So it'll be a nice little blanket. And hopefully, I always like to make baby blankets and have that be a blanket that the toddler carries around and wants his blankie before he goes to sleep. I know I'm not the only one that thinks that, right? You know, don't we all want our special baby blankets to be that baby's blankie? The one they carry around, you know. Yeah. So that is all of that. Spinning, I'm still doing the same. Working on Knit Spin Farms, the Shetland roving. I haven't done much. This week has also been like not very productive. I haven't done a lot of knitting. What you saw was stuff that I did last week and on the weekend. I didn't do a lot of knitting this week. I don't know. So, Pinterest. It's almost Easter. So, where is it? Let me go. Not there. I found some more fun stuff to do for Easter. And I want to do it, but God only knows whether I'll have time to do it. Okay, that's not it. That's what I showed you last time. Sorry. Here we go. Because these are cute. It's like the duck cozy, but it's a rooster and a duck. They're so cute. Wish I could. What? Oh. Okay. I'm just going to show you the picture. Oh, come on. Sorry. Can't all be smooth sailing, right? Sometimes, there we go. Is that cute or what? And it's very simple. It's a free pattern. Click on the link. So cute. Egg cozies for scrap yarn. You know. I don't know. The dog is barking and life is happening. Sorry about that. Stumble. We have another stumble. And this one is an alternative medicine thing. Be healthy and youthful. And the way you can do it is put an ice cube at the base of your neck, between the two ligaments at the base of your neck. I don't know if anyone of you have heard this before, but let me show you what it's in Your Stylish Life. That's what it looks like. So just in case, regularly placing an ice cube at the back of your head will make you look younger, can make diseases disappear, and make you cheerful and full of energy. The place of this place is located between the tendons in the neck area, specifically at the nape where the head and the neck unite. Here is the point which the Chinese acupuncture calls the Feng Fu, which is capital F-E-N, capital F-U, Feng Fu. The method consists of the following. Lay on your belly or sit and place one ice cube, 2 by 2, at the point of Feng Fu, the hole in the back of your head, and hold it for 20 minutes. The ice cube can be fixed with a bandage or scarf. Do it regularly with breaks of 2 to 3 days, in the morning, on an empty stomach, and at night before going to bed. You can't catch a cold with this process. In the beginning, you might sense coldness, but After 30 to 40 seconds, you'll feel heat at the point of action. The first few days, you will have a feeling of euphoria due to the release of endorphins into the bloodstream. Things that it can help: it can improve your sleep, excellent mood and general vitality, excellent work on the digestive tract, say goodbye to colds, heal headaches, toothaches, and joint pain. So it also helps with respiratory disease, cardiovascular disease, neurological disease, or degenerative changes in the spine. If you're older, we all have these things. Anyway, if you are further interested, please go to the show notes, click on the link, and go ahead and look at it. Okay, that is it for today. There's also a link in the bottom to my Etsy store, which I need to do some work on, but if you want to go look at it, like some things, and that would, if you want to purchase something, I would happily sell it to you and ship it to you ASAP. So anyway, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for just hanging in there. And I hope that everyone has a wonderful Easter coming up. However you celebrate Easter, I hope it's wonderful. And I'll see you in 2 weeks. Bye, you guys.